Hey everyone, welcome back to yet another video with another topic. Today I would like to discuss something that I think is very important for us all, and especially in these times kind of when, or should I say where life is there's so much to do, there's so much fields to go into, there's so much to think about, there's so much to live for, right? And it's just a lot of things to really think about and consider. Today I'd just like to talk about, I guess, should I say, the meaning of take your goals serious. Yeah, that's what it is. Take your goals serious. And what I mean by that is, we got these goals, right? We got some short-term goals, some long-term goals. There's a lot of them, right? And it could be anything, right? Let's get like a quick example. Maybe just get through your work shift, right? Whether you work 5 hours, 6 hours, 7, 8, 12, 18, just, legit kind of, do things to make the time go by, make it feel like you're being productive. And it's so hard to do that in certain circumstances, or, it might be hard for you mentally because it just kind of feels like I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just kind of here. And, it's definitely not the best mind or feeling, especially at a job. You're just kind of trapped there. And let's be honest, like 95% of jobs aren't even that fun, but yeah, something like that, just kind of make it, oh, hey, if I get through this work shift, I'll buy myself ice cream, or I'll buy myself a pack of Pokemon cards, something like that. Or, just take a big fat nap. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just, I think it's important to reward yourself and motivate yourself. Like, okay, do this and I can do that. And that's how I like to look at things. And I've been looking at that for a couple years, or like when you're working, you're like, well, it sucks to be here, but I get paid, it's the point. So better to get paid than to not, I guess. Well, I shouldn't say I guess, because money is so valuable. It's basically everything, which is kind of unfortunate, but nonetheless, yeah, there's that. Or let's say I will go on a walk. Let's say like, okay, I'll walk a mile. Just do a nice little mile walk. And you come to realize that when you walk, it'll be pretty chill, as long as it's not burning hot outside, or too cold or too sketchy. When you walk, it's such a nice relief and a calm me down. So I would say, yeah, that's like a goal, hey, let's try to walk for a mile. And yeah, just anything like that. Those are kind of more short-term goals, but some long-term goals. Now those are the big ones, right? The huge ones. That could be your dreams, your aspirations, your hopes, plans, all these things. You might want to plan, oh, I want to take a trip to somewhere in Asia, like Japan. It'd be pretty sick, right? Or I want to be this sort of figure. So I guess the best way, like if you're taking a trip somewhere, and especially like to, let's just say, yeah, Japan, you'd have to save quite a bit. I'm not really sure how much exactly, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. It just depends on how long you stay there and how well you can limit yourself, because you might want to go there, you might want to find some cool stuff, right? But honestly, yeah, just kind of, you gotta make it a goal. Okay, so if I want to go there, save up some money, Maybe if I want to bring someone, like a friend or something, or just, devote your time into like learning the language, whatever language, because they got a couple different kinds of Japanese dialect. But yeah, basically, it's just little things like that, and then it's like all these little things kind of make up for this one big thing, and that's really what long-term goals are. If you think about it, your short-term goals also contribute to your long-term goals. Because even something like, oh, let's get through this work shift, or oh, let's finish this day of school up, right? You're keeping momentum. You keeping going, and that's a healthy habit. You just gotta keep pushing yourself, in all types of ways. And it's even better when you kind of, just like the harder you work, the harder you should relax too. Unless you're a workaholic or something, I don't know. So we're all different, but basically there's these goals that you must realize are very valuable, and whether they're short or long term, they can really change up the aspect of your life. It's better to have goals than to have none. It's better to just do something than do nothing. That's really what it boils down to, I believe. And I just am glad that people realize that sometimes in life. I mean, that's how we have so many cool things, great inventions. Figures decided, okay, I'm going to stand up, get my hands dirty or whatever, clean. They use soap or something. I don't know. Just, they do something, like they create a light bulb or create peanut butter. I mean, these dogs love peanut butter so much. So, yes, that's really good. But, yeah, basically just, there's these goals, and I think it's so important to realize the meaning of goals, right? Goals have a point. What's beyond the goal, though? That's the real question. Beyond the goal is something I feel like a lot of people don't even think about, though. Let's say like you finally become successful. You finally get into a career or position in life where you're like, oh my, like, dude, this is just perfect. I'm literally here. This is where I wanted to be, and I'm here right now. But what do you do then? And honestly, I don't even know, because if you think about it, you should always set goals like every day. You should always set things to like keep you basically busy. It's better to stay busy, I feel like, especially for someone like me where, I just low-key kind of think too much about everything. So doing something like this really helps too. Anytime I do any videos or content or write down ideas for it's a goal. I always feel accomplished by the end of the day. No matter how well it did or didn't, I'm still proud of myself. And that's how you should feel like too, daily. And I get it, there might be some hard times. You might, go through some little rough moments, whether it's by yourself or with others, but you should always remember to just be, proud of yourself and be proud of others too. Those around you, at least. You should really take into consideration how much they actually do for just sticking around. And yeah, so basically, beyond the goal, that's kind of a question that, you're like at top of the mountain. At the top of the mountain, you're kind of just watching now, right? You have a view. You're kind of looking around, and you might be thinking, well, what is there to do? And I think that's could be a scary thing, or even an amazing thing, right? Because like, I'm right here, so let's keep going. But some people don't know how to keep going, right? They make it to the top and easily they can just drop back down. And it's something that happens, it happens to people. So you gotta be just consistent, really not overthink, and never force anything, have effort, put in the effort. And that's what goals are. You put in the effort, but you shouldn't force yourself to do something. You shouldn't force anyone to do anything. Essentially, you shouldn't force things at all, because it's just unnatural, right? It's not you. You want to be you. You want to do things you want to do. You shouldn't be feeling like you're trapped or something, or you're stuck not doing what you don't want to do. And that's what goals aren't, right? Their goals are what you want to do, basically, even if they're short term. You don't want to work, well, you kind of have to, and maybe one day if you just keep working hard and hard, you'll kind of get to a point where you don't really have to work. I mean, that's where retirement is, right? I don't even know at this point, because the way things are. But yeah, it's like fun to think of goals or like ways to motivate yourself, because I don't know, I feel like it's kind of underrated. That might be a pretty crazy take, but I do believe there's kind of some underrated aspect. Take your goals serious, though. I think we don't really often tell ourselves that, basically lock in. You must lock in. As they say, that's true, though. You got to lock in, so you don't have to clock in, right? But besides that, I think that's kind of it. I think this was like a good talk, because it kind of makes me reevaluate like my goals. And honestly, anytime I like do these, I reevaluate things in life, but like in a positive way. So I think, that's like the one thing you want. One of the things you want in life is to do things that benefit you, and also, your brain and your heart. I like doing things that kind of keep me thinking. Basically, our brains, we're always learning, we're always learning things, yet we're always teaching things, if you think about it. And I think it's good to find like a balance of both, but I feel like more learning things, because every day we learn things. And I think some days we learn, whoa, that's a goal. Let's create that goal, and let's just take that goal serious, right? I think it's crazy how much our goals change from, since you're a kid. Because you want to be, like as a kid, you might want to be like a monkey and just like climb a tree or something, which climbing trees are fun. Or you might want to be a firefighter to do, save these people. You want to be useful. But as we grow older, it's just kind of, everything changes, our perception. So I think it's okay if your goals change too. Don't feel like nothing good happened. Don't think that everything that didn't work out means, you're not valid, or you're a failure, or you're just not really cut out for things. No, it's not true. Because someone like me, I've done so many things. I've gone into so many ventures, I guess I should say, and over time I like realizing, okay, I like doing that, but I don't like doing that. So yeah, that's what goals are. Basically, goals is kind of what keeps us going. It's like the point of soccer. There's the goal right there. You gotta hit into it. So just think like that with goals and take them serious, and honestly, you'll be good. It might take a while to get to that goal. It could be overnight, but don't think too much about it. yet at the same time, you should think about it. There's got to be a balance, right? Nonetheless, I believe that's all I got to say. I think this was something that really is useful. I don't care for who it is. It's literally useful information. And I think it's just time to take our goals serious. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Anyone watching, thank you very much for being here and sticking around if you did. And besides that, have a great day. See ya.